This is Seth Lancaster coming at you from Motorworks, and I just want to put together a short video on how to reprogram the speedometer on a 2015, well, this would be 958 Porsche Cayenne. So I have a customer with a car. He put 34-inch tires on it, or had me put 34-inch tires on it, and so the speedometer's off, and I have figured out a way to reprogram it. So let's get started in here. I'm using an Autel MaxiSys tool. I think other ones should be able to do it, but it may vary. Because here I'm going to start by going to Control Unit. I've got my Autel's tool connected. We're going to go over to Instrument Cluster, and then to Coding. Coding without rules. Got to connect to the internet. Yes. And then we're going to go to All. On All, so I have already actually coded this, but you go to the speedometer there, and you can see the different numbers right in here. Now, the original, I will put up the original, what it was, and then you'll calculate by that. Let me give you the information for calculating and what the original was at, and then you can get it to change and make the speedometer correct. Okay, here we have it with the stock coding. Speedometer feature X. You could do it from the other one, feature Y as well, but this is the kilometers per hour adjustment. So we're going to leave, the first two will probably be about the same, but then what we're going to do is adjust the X3-1, X4-1, and X5-1 by how many percent difference in diameter the tire is. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what calculation to use for that, and then we can put in the new number. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to input those numbers. So we've got 111, 280, and 365. And then I'll hit right, and there we go. It does everything, goes through all the warnings and all that kind of stuff, and then it's now coded. It says coded right there, and the speedometer is correct. So what we're going to do here is we're going to figure out the tire diameter and the difference between the sizes. So the original tires on this were 275/55 R20, which brings us up to a 31.91 inch diameter. The replacement ones are 295/70/18s, which are just over 34 inches, 34.26 inches diameter. Now, that means it is the real speed is going to be about 7.3, 7.4% faster than what the speedometer said. So what we had is the speedometer would say that we were going 50 miles an hour, and we were going about 55, just like 54, 55 or so. So then at like 60, it's 64, well, 64.4 around, 75 around 80 or so. So it was about 5 miles an hour off. So what we did is we take that 7.36%, and then we reduce this number, the speedometer reading number, by that percentage. So in this case, the calculation would be to multiply each value by 0.9314, or divide it by 1.0736. So anyway, that gave us 5.59 or 5.6 for the first number. Of course, 0 is the same. 110.83 for the next. 279.42 for the next one, and then 365.09 for the next. And so what we do is we input in that spot encoding the, 5.59, we leave that one the same. Then the 119 we change to 111. We're rounding each number because that's how it needs to be. Do 280, and then 365. And then that will make our speedometer read correct. A lot of people, when I was looking online trying to research how to do this, everyone said, no, it can't be done. And so I knew it could be done with the Volkswagen, and I've done it on them. This was my first time doing it on a Porsche, but after checking, first of all, I raised the number, and it made my speedometer 10 miles an hour off the wrong way with the GPS speed, approximately. So then I reduced it by that same amount, and then we got this number, and the GPS speed and the vehicle speed are spot on. So if you have any questions, reach out to me. I might be able to help you, might not. If you need it done in person, I can do it as well. We're at Anchor Motorworks in Sunrise Beach, Missouri.